Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Magnus, and Checkpoint just announced earlier this week that R80.40 is now extended with the support until end of April 2024. So we got a few more months. It was planned to be discontinued or not supported in January 2024. I think it's quite bad to have like end of support in January, because if we think about from now, like, yeah, we have Black Friday, we have Christmas, we have New Year's. No one wants to work during New Year's and Christmas and so on. So it puts a bit of stress. It's always stressful when you have end of support timeframes, but I think it's good to have it in April. So we can spend some time with our family, and then we can do the upgrades in like February, March. Don't wait until the last minute. You have already been putting this up for quite a long time. Checkpoint, of course, recommend you to upgrade to R81.20, and they list a bunch of new features and improvements on why you should upgrade to this version. I myself, I'm a bit more conservative. Yeah, conservative is the right word. Yes, I think that you can and should upgrade to a later release than R80.40. I myself recommend R81.10 for mission critical things, such as VSX. So if you're running VSX, I would upgrade to R81.10. I would not go for R81.20 as of yet. If you guys want to do it, of course, it's fully supported by Checkpoint. And then you can take some hits, and it can come out some new hotfixes and keep me from getting some headache. No, but jokes aside, if you have large environments and many customers, stability is really key. R81.10 has been out for a long period of time and is really stable, so it fits well for mission critical things. It has a lot of new features, or I would say nice features, such as hit count for NATs. It also have VTI support for VSX that is great, or I would say more or less mandatory when it comes to like site-to-site tunnels to public cloud. R81.20 has even more nice features, but according to me, I would wait a bit more for VSX. For management stations, I would upgrade. For gateways, I would upgrade as well. And reason why I myself hasn't upgraded to R81.20 when it comes to V6 is because I'm running on open servers, meaning it's not appliances. So I would say it's not as tested as appliances. Okay, enough ranting about that. Checkpoint has, of course, updated the support lifecycle policy. So it listed as April 2024. If you're still running R80.40, which I'm assuming if you're watching this video, I would not use R81. I didn't like that release. It was okay for management. For gateways, I didn't use it. R81.10, really good release. Use it. You get more or less 1 year more support, and then you need to do upgrades again. So yeah, it's more or less what you want to do. Checkpoint is, of course, reminding customers about this. So if you check in the community and they release new hotfixes for releases such as R80.40, they put a big like reminder sticker that this is end of support in April 2024. Make sure to upgrade to a different release, more or less. So when we're talking about upgrades, there is an SK describing like the upgrade methods and paths. This is 10.70.42. This does not describe like how to do the upgrade. It's just describe like what is the upgrade method called, what is the limitations, what you should think about, etc. And now I would say that the only The only option. uh, the only option for productions. Okay, there is actually there are multiple ones, because maybe sometimes you just want to change all the hardware, so you install like the cluster at the side, and then you like more or less shut down the interfaces to the old cluster and open it to the new cluster, and then you have change hardware and upgrade software as well. So that's of course still a viable option. But when it comes to like upgrading on existing hardware, when it comes to gateways, and yes, you should be running all the gateways in clusters. There should be very few reasons why you run single gateways. So the way to upgrade a cluster is to use MVC. So MVC was introduced in, I think, in R80.40. But this gives the possibility to have cluster members on different versions. Meaning you can upgrade to R81.10 or R81.20, still have your old gateways, your old primary gateway. Let's retake that. So you can upgrade your standby member to a later version, such as R81.10. Your primary gateway is still on R80.40. And when this comes up and you enable MVC, you will have full synchronization, meaning you will have a full connectivity upgrade. So your maintenance window should be a lot easier to get, because most, if not all, your traffic, it should fail over seamlessly. And yes, I say should do this. It should be seamless. There are limitations. And this is one of the most important things when it comes to the vendors providing information. Limitations are key. So I really applaud Checkpoint putting like the limitations really in your face. I mean, it could have been red and in bold and all of that. But you see here, there are limitations of what sort of traffic will be affected if you're using MVC, such as IPv6. But who uses IPv6? IPv6 has been around for like, I don't know, 10 years, but I don't see many people actually using it. Yes, you use it for your web front ends and etc. But it's a different discussion, and I work for a service provider, so I have a lot of IPv4 addresses. Anyway, so MVC is the upgrade method to use, and this can be used either if you do upgrades or you do clean installation. It doesn't really matter. So you should still use MVC, and if you scroll down this list, yes, there is like minimal up effort. More or less, you just upgrade each cluster member, and then I don't know, you do like a CP stop. I would say it hurts you in the long run, even to run this in lab. I think that you should practice on keeping the downtime and impact to the minimum, even in non-mission critical like scenarios, because it gives you you practice the way you should upgrade. I know that I don't always do this myself, but repetition is key, and then you can more or less see like, yeah, this is the impact of our traffic, of our setup. Did it work? Do I feel more confident after I have done like the upgrades on labs and non-mission critical things, even if it takes a bit more time? I think it's worth it. So try to use MVC whenever you can. And if you scroll down even more, Checkpoint is referring to each single type of upgrade solution that is supported between the releases. And as you see here, it's MVC for all. Even from R77.30 until R80.40 was supported with MVC. So MVC is more or less the new full connectivity upgrade. Upgrading is becoming easier and easier, and make sure to have your manifestation upgraded to R81.10. It makes it even more easy, because you can actually do upgrades even within the smart console. So you can do like, yeah, highlight this this cluster, action, version upgrade. So I would say this is the new minimal effort. The downside of doing it with the smart console is that you cannot control like when is the specific failover. It shouldn't matter, but it feels better when you can select it yourself. I know that Checkpoint is looking into this, to adding this feature. I'm not sure if they have done it or which version is actually required. But yes, you can do it in CLI, you can do it in CPUs, and you can do it in Smart Console. So there are more ways to do it as well. But this is the easiest ways. When you're doing upgrades to any version whatsoever, the recommendation is always, and I keep emphasizing always, first you upgrade to a major version, but it's not recommended until you have the major version plus the latest recommended jumbo hotfix. And this is what is stated in all the SKs as well. So here, Checkpoint recommend the version for all deployments, this and this, and with the latest recommended jumbo hotfix. So if you jump into to the jumbo hotfixes, you see here you have the latest. I will zoom in. So here you have the latest, but the recommended is 26. So just keep that in mind when you're doing upgrades. So I think that's it for this video. I will just emphasize, like, don't wait to the last minute. Start to plan it already. It makes it a lot easier. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.